Every time I see a Richard Mille, I'm reminded of a strange question. What happens when a watchmaker decides that making the world's most expensive watch isn't ambitious enough? By the late 1990s, the luxury watch industry had already recovered from the quartz crisis. Mechanical watches weren't competing on accuracy anymore. A $20 digital watch could keep better time than a $20,000 Swiss masterpiece. The battle had shifted to craftsmanship, heritage, and prestige. Then along came Richard Mille, not a watchmaker by trade, but a marketing executive with an obsession for engineering. His idea was simple, if completely insane: build watches the same way Formula One teams build race cars. At the time, luxury watches followed a familiar formula: precious metals, traditional case shapes, movements designed to sit safely under a shirt cuff. Richard Mille wanted the opposite. What if a mechanical watch could survive the forces experienced by a professional athlete? What if titanium, carbon fiber, and aerospace alloys replaced gold? What if every component was designed with performance as the first priority and price as almost an afterthought? In 2001, the first Richard Mille watch, the RM001, was released. The movement used a titanium baseplate, something almost unheard of in watchmaking at the time. The case wasn't round or elegant. It looked like a piece of racing equipment. Every screw, bridge, and component seemed engineered rather than decorated, and people hated it. Or at least many traditional collectors did. The watches were enormous, aggressively modern, and unbelievably expensive. But Richard Mille wasn't trying to win over traditionalists. Instead, he put his watches on the wrists of people who actually pushed equipment to its limits: tennis players, racing drivers, golfers, sprinters. When Rafael Nadal stepped onto a court wearing a mechanical tourbillon weighing less than a tennis ball, people paid attention. When race car drivers subjected these watches to extreme vibration and G-forces, the industry paid attention. Over the next 2 decades, Richard Mille became less of a watch company and more of an engineering laboratory. Cases made from carbon composites, quartz, TPT. Sapphire cases milled from solid blocks, movement suspended like race car engines inside shock-resistant structures. The philosophy never really changed. Much like the G-Shock, the appeal wasn't supposed to come from making a beautiful object and then finding a use for it. The beauty came from the engineering itself. Whether you love Richard Mille or think the prices are completely absurd, it's hard not to respect the ambition. Because in a world where most luxury watches celebrate the past, Richard Mille built an entire brand around a single idea. What if we stopped asking how watches used to be made and started asking how far we could push them?